the powerful, the strong, the skilled, the bizarre, the heroes, and the villains. Welcome to Saturday Night Thunder, where anyone can be a superstar.
Set a bar and never grow. Vision dreams you'll never know unless you dedicate your life to show that you exist. Don't break the mold.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a finally normal episode of Saturday Night Thunder. I'm your host, Ryan Huckabee, and with me is my co-commentator, Angus Critiques. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are coming at you from East Lansing, Michigan. And, you know, things were a little weird last week. We had Douglas Bacon running the show, and the shortest match in SNT history. Yeah, but thankfully things seem to be on track. Bert Chetmen's back as GM, so and here he comes now. My guess is that he's out here to address the fans about what happened last week. I mean, he wrestled, for one thing. And you know, Angus, he actually put up a pretty good fight against Electric James. I mean, he didn't win, but he put up a good fight. Anyway, let's hear what our reinstated general manager has to say to the SNT fans.
It's nice to be back in the good old general manager spot. I gotta tell you, competing in the ring is a hell of a lot harder than it looks. And congratulations to Electric James for becoming a full-time member of the SNT roster. You'll do great things here, kid. Maybe just don't have those things involve kicking me in the face. Anywho, I've come out here to get this federation back on track after that train wreck that was the Douglas Bacon Experience show. Vegan cookies? Seriously, man? Come on. As you all know, our biggest pay-per-view, Total Domination, is right around the corner, March 18th to be precise. We've already got our main event set between Tyrannosaurus and the Dukester, competing for the SNT World Championship. And I think it's time that we get some other matches on that card, huh? What do you guys think? So here's what I'm thinking. How about a couple of mini tournaments to decide our number one contenders for the tag team titles and the women's title? A fatal four-way here, a tag team match there, a couple of rounds apiece. And the winners of those matches get a chance to take on either the Gatecrashers or Roxanne Oxley at Total Domination. But wait, what about the Premier title? I hear some of you ask. Someone said that, right? Well, I've got some plans for that title. You see?
Looks like you're going to have to hold that thought for a second, Bert. That's the music of Cal Valen making his way down to the ring. What's Cal going to want with all this? Well, Brian, if you remember, he has a match for the Premier title whenever he wants. Oh, he does, doesn't he? Let's see if Chetmen remembers that.
Hang on just a second, Bert. I think there's something you need to consider before you say a single thing about that Premier Championship.
Oh, really now? And what might that be, Cal?
Remember a few weeks ago when Gus Reviews and I took on Tyrannosaurus?
Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me.
And do you remember our agreement for me competing in that match?
I remember. So, do you want to use your rematch at Total Domination?
No, I don't want to use it at Total Domination, Bert. I say screw it. East Lansing, Michigan is as good a place as any. I want my rematch tonight in the main event.
Main event, huh? Really? So soon before Total Domination? Wouldn't you rather hold it at the biggest show of the year?
Oh, don't worry, Bud. After I win tonight, I'll head into Total Domination the Premier Champion. And then whoever my opponent is, I'm sure they'll put up a good fight. I'm sure we'll put on a hell of a match. But you can guarantee that I will leave the champion. I'm not going to give J. Ross any more time to prepare. I'm going to take it out of his cold, traitorous hands. I'm going to take what's mine.
Well, I guess I did say you can use your rematch whenever you want. So, okay. You got it, kid. Tonight's main event. will be Cal Fallon versus Jay Ross for the Premier Championship.
Perfect. And Jay Ross, this is a message to you. I'm gonna tear you to shreds tonight. And after I'm done, I'll let Alex Nova do whatever he wants.
Well, there we have it, folks. The main event is set for tonight. Cal Fallon wasting little time to get his championship rematch. We'll see how he does, Angus. I mean, the kid's got talent, but I think he thinks he's invincible sometimes.
From the Queen City, the King of Funk is gonna be knocking at your door.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for our first match of the evening, and it is a women's division fatal four-way match. That's right, Angus. First out, we have the bombshell from Brooklyn, Beverly Blake. Just want to beast there. This is Blake's second match in SNT. Her first match was against Lauren Reynolds a few weeks ago. That ended in a no contest when Roxanne Oxley came down to the ring and brutalized both women in there. Oxley also injured Katie Garcia at London Blitz. And speaking of that, we actually have a press release from Caitlin Rose about what happened. We'll talk more about that later on. Now there's going to be two Fatal 4-Ways over the next 2 weeks. There's going to be this one tonight and one next week. The two winners of these matches will go on to compete against each other, and the winner of that match will be the number one contender and face Roxanne Oxley for her title at Total Domination. That's correct, Angus. But right now we have a brand new debut on Saturday Night Thunder. This is Amy. She is the youngest of, I believe, 5 or 6 siblings. Always been pushed around, and she is here to make a statement that the runt of the litter can still be dominant. What better way to prove your dominance than winning at Total Domination? We'll see if that's the case, Angus. There are 8 women competing for a spot against Roxanne. Only one of them is going to be able to get that chance. Amy is an aggressive high flyer. She likes to pack as much power as she can into her moves and go soaring across the ring, springboards, top rope, suicide dives, all that great stuff. But to my knowledge, she can't take a punch very well. We'll see how she fares. But if she's quick enough, she can avoid any hits. Not exactly the most respectful woman either, whipping her hair at Beverly Blake. I thought that was a pop song about whipping hair around. Is that any meaning behind it? Apparently in our rap community, it's shown as a sign of blatant disrespect to someone. Ah, that's not very respectful. Well, no doubt. Either way, here we have Sister Thorn, the manager for Doom and Demise, and quite an adept technical wrestler in her own right. This is her second match in SNT, debuting against Stacy Billiards and making her tap out in record time, maybe a couple of minutes, if that. The other competitors in there better watch out for the Sweet Dream submission. It is deadly. It cuts the blood off to your head. It is not nice. Either way, she's proven to be effective so far, but this is her first time in a multi-woman match. It's not going to be one-on-one, Angus. It's not going to be that easy for her. And I've just got a message from Bert Chetmen saying that Sister Thorn will be back out here later, supporting Doom and Demise in a tag match later on against the debuting Morris Brothers, a.k.a. the Wolfpack. I'm looking forward to that one, Angus, but right now let's focus on the woman who's been in SNT the longest out of these 4, Maelstrom. The Swiss Pirate Queen herself. Maelstrom has actually competed against Roxanne Oxley before. It was a triple threat tables match of Summertime Blues when Roxanne put her through a table, causing Caitlin Rose to lose her championship. Angus, I have a question for you. What's that, Ryan? So I've been listening to Maelstrom's entrance music. For those who want to know, it's called Shipwrecked by a band called Ailstorm. And what does banjaxed mean? I think it's when you get high on cough syrup, but I'm not sure, Ryan. I don't know. I don't get what these kids are into these days, man. I don't think that's really what it means, but either way, Maelstrom is pumped up here. She has championship match experience, and she's ready to take this on it. Sister Thorn directly blocking Maelstrom from the camera. I think Thorn has better ideas, Angus. I don't think she wants to mess around with any of these women. I think she just wants... She might think she deserves that title shot. Very well could be, Ryan, but I think if anyone, Maelstrom has the best advantage here. And there's that spinning kick to the gut, and oh my goodness, her finisher! The Keelhauled Frankensteiner right off the bat. I mean, if you're going to make a statement, why as well make it a good one. Beverly Blake didn't take too kindly to that, and Maelstrom on the outside. Amy just throwing Sister Thorn around like a ragdoll. And off the boom! Lovely springboard. 450 there. Beverly Blake just beating down Maelstrom on the outside. Right in front of the sound table. Now Maelstrom with a reverse suplex. Maelstrom's back in the ring. Sister Thorn going to the top. Oh, I don't think Maelstrom's having any of that. Dropping Sister Thorn right on top of Amy. I think she could have gone for a pin there, but Beverly Blake came in breaking up with a back body drop. Now trying to get a submission. Oh, she's not even bothering with submission. I don't blame her, Ryan. I mean, early on this fight, a submission's not going to do much. Might as well get a headlock in and just punches your opponent in the face. Thorn and Maelstrom been taken out as Beverly Blake and Amy in the ring. Blake reversal with suplex to Amy. Looks like Amy's getting some control back in there. Maelstrom on the outside trying to recover. Maelstrom is coming back into this fight. Over the top rope. And Sister Thorn is back in as well. All four women back in the ring. Thorn going for the crucifix. Now Amy's trying to get the submission locked in. Sister Thorn breaking it up this time. Here comes Maelstrom. Oh, she's gone for, I believe, a T-bone suplex there. Amy breaking it up. Irish whip. To a headbutt. Maelstrom going for a Hurricane Run. Oh, count into a powerbomb by Sister Thorn. Now Thorn thought she was going to go for a cover there. What exactly is she doing? I don't know, but knowing Sister Thorn, it can't be anything good. Oh, and the repeated headbutts. Right into the skull of Maelstrom. Surprisingly still going for the pin. Blake and Amy going on the outside. Oh, and a reversal there by Maelstrom. The ref staying focused on the match inside the ring. Outside, there's not much he can really do. Fatal 4 rules apply. No real disqualifications can happen. Oh, here goes Maelstrom. Setting up for the triangle dropkick, and she hits it. Sister Thorn on the outside. And she's not wasting any time with a moonsault springboard off the top rope. That is an incredibly impressive display from Maelstrom. A masterfully done combination of moves there. Now it's a quick thing there by Maelstrom, getting Sister Thorn back into the ring. Not able to go for the pin though. Thorn back to her feet already. With swinging neckbreaker DDT. Now Blake and Maelstrom going on the outside. It's taking a bit of a rest together, a little bit of a snuggle. Now Amy and Sister Thorn, the only ones remaining in the ring. On Amy, look out, belly to belly from Sister Thorn. She's following up with an elbow drop. Maelstrom back in the ring. And Sister Thorn's got her locked in. I thought she was going for a DDT for a second. Oh, and a gut buster. Wait a second, Beverly Blake's back into the fray. Irish whip, Sister Thorn goes on the outside. And Blake falling on the outside. I'm surprised she didn't try and stay in the ring. And Maelstrom once again off the top. I think Amy decided to take a bit of a slower way down, or I'm not sure what Amy's doing. I think she's debating on staying in the ring or not. Oh, running bulldog to Maelstrom on the outside. I think she was deciding whether or not to stay in the ring, I guess. Would probably be a safer place in there sometime. But it's definitely not safe out here. Keel-hauled Frankensteiner on the outside. Let's get another look at that one, I guess. Maelstrom is on fire tonight. And that's why she's my pick to win this match. I have a feeling if anyone's going to take that title from Roxanne Oxley, it is going to be Maelstrom. Amy back to her feet already. What were you saying, Ryan, about her not being able to take a hit? She's got a bit of a thick skull. Oh, lovely reversal out of that suplex there. And a spine buster on the outside to Sister Thorn. Amy is fired up in this fight. And Blake back to her feet. Now cross body. She is down. Amy stands tall above the other women. She's not standing tall for long, Angus. Here comes Maelstrom trying to get things back in action. Or maybe not, going after Sister Thorn instead. Oh, Blake and Maelstrom both on the inside. And Sister Thorn going right after Maelstrom once again. Headbutt. Beverly Blake's been knocked out. I think Amy's setting up for something here. Beverly with a reversal. The headlock. Oh, I think she was going for a submission. No, backbreaker to Amy. It looks like she might be setting up another one here for Sister Thorn. What's she got in mind? Sit out facebuster. Beverly Blake is standing tall in this matchup. She may be well on her way to total domination. There it is, the Wild Child. That's got to be it. Come on, Beverly, go for the pin. You've got this. Oh, Sister Thorn getting out of it, and Amy coming back into the mix. She just missed her window of opportunity, being teamed on by both Amy and Sister Thorn. And Thorn being down the back. And this is going to end well. Running knee strike. Lights out there for Miss Beverly Blake. Blake on the outside. Oh, and oh! Whoa! I thought that was going to be a powerbomb. Then Hurricane Rana onto the ropes. And here comes Amy. Avalanche on the back. And Maelstrom coming to get some action, missing there, but now here goes Amy to the top rope. Oh, this isn't going to end well. There's no one here for her. Maelstrom hurling her into the middle of the ring, and Maelstrom going for the pin. Is this going to be enough to put Amy away? I don't know, Angus. It was not. I guess I don't know who was answered. Maelstrom starting to show signs of fatigue. Getting a bit tired, but Beverly Blake into the fight. Oh, kick right in the face of Amy. Beverly Blake it. Oh, here we go again. Oh, Blake, this isn't going to end well for you. Kia Hall Frankensteiner. Now Amy and Maelstrom beating down on the bombshell. Beverly Blake back to her feet, and there's the forearm. And Sister Thorn. Maelstrom goes out of the ring. And there goes Amy. Oh, the crossbody and the running bulldog to boot. Now Amy is stalking Blake in the middle of the ring. Is she going to go for a power bomb here? I don't think so, Ryan. Yokosuka Cutter. Down goes the bombshell. Already Beverly back to her feet. Maelstrom back to the ring. Sister Thorn on the outside. Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder sends on. On to Amy. Beverly Blake going for the pin, but Maelstrom on the top rope. There she goes. Frog Splash breaking up the pin. I think Beverly saw it coming. She got out of the way just in time. Now it's her turn to go to the top rope, but Sister Thorn has other plans. And Blake gets denied. So now Amy alone in the ring with... Well, I was going to say alone with Sister Thorn, but now she's just alone in the ring. I think Sister Thorn's more worried about sending a message rather than winning the match right now. Blake back in the ring. And there's the elbow to the face. And a springboard drop kick. Right into the face of Amy. Maelstrom, I think she caught herself there a bit, clutching her chest. Now Blake and Maelstrom going to be double teaming. Wild Child! The setup is perfect. Blake went for the Wild Child, and now Maelstrom's going to... Oh, Blake is not going to let that happen, but she's going to... Oh my goodness! Maelstrom breaking up the pin. It was incredible. Look at the... Did you see the distance she got on that, Angus? On a super kick, breaking up the scuffle there between Blake and Maelstrom. Amy and Maelstrom in the ring, Irish whip into the corner. What's Amy got in mind here? I don't know, Angus, but it's not going to end well. Placing Maelstrom up on the top rope. Blake is nowhere to be seen. And a superplex! Wait a second, Sister Thorn is back in the ring, elbow to the face. Amy just missed her opportunity, belly to belly! Maelstrom on the outside. That could have been Amy's opportunity, but Sister Thorn has gone for the pin. Blake getting into the ring. Is she going to be able to get there in time? Sister Thorn has won the matchup. You know, Sister Thorn was the last person I expected to win this fight, I guess. She was fairly beaten down for most of the match, and then just out of nowhere after that avalanche suplex, she came back with a belly-to-belly on Amy and won the whole thing. Now Sister Thorn will be going on to face the winner of next week's Fatal 4-Way. And if she wins that matchup, She'll be going to face Roxanne Oxley at Total Domination for the Women's Championship. That woman right there is 2 matches away from being the SNT Women's Champion. It all depends on who wins next week's match, Ryan. Good point there, Angus. Up next, we have a match between Gus Reviews and the newest member of the Gate Crashers, Big Dollar Jim. Jim making his way around backstage, disrespecting Shane Morgan, the man he helped win the Non-Stop Championship. That dude, he's a real piece of work, that Jim. Hopefully your cousin gives him a run for his money. Either way, congratulations to Sister Thorne, and good luck to her next week. Alright folks, we are back here tonight, and it's now time for my cousin to get his ass out here and teach Big Dollar Jim some manners. Let's hope he can teach him some manners, Angus. Why do you say that? Why are you saying it like that? Well, your cousin doesn't have the best track record in SNT. He's won, what, 1 match? Yeah, but he can at least... I don't know. Shut up, Ryan. I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he hasn't won. He's won once. Well, either way, I think everyone's going to be rooting for Reviews instead of Big Dollar Jim in this matchup. Yeah, I think so. Big Dollar Jim is not liked by a lot of people here in SNT. For the uninitiated, a few weeks ago at the pay-per-view London Blitz, Big Dollar Jim officially joined the Gate Crashers, thus making himself a tag team champion. Because of his new alliance with the Gate Crashers, this actually made Big Dollar Jim the first champion to hold multiple titles in SNT. He was a non-stop champion, which he lost to Insidious Sterling, and is now a tag team champion with the Gate Crashers. Of all the people to be the first 2-time champ in SNT, why did it have to be Big Dollar Jim? Well, technically he's not the first 2-time champion. He hasn't held a title twice. He's held separate titles. No one in SNT has been a 2-time champion so far. I also noticed that Tommy Prime and CJ Carter didn't want Big Dollar Jim coming out here with a tag title. From what Tommy Prime said, he feels that Jim has to prove himself in one-on-one combat before they're going to let him just walk around the title, before he's fully a Gate Crasher. Well, he's definitely looking the part. So if Jim beats Reviews in this matchup, Prime will let him bring out the title. He'll be an official part of the Gate Crashers. Well, I think so. I mean, he's already in the Gate Crashers. I think this is more his initiation. So they put him up against Gus Reviews, the guy that's won once in his entire career and has been here since day one. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be real hard for Jim. Dude, stop talking crap with my cousin, man. I call him like I sees him, Angus. Anyway, the Reviews puts on good matches. He just doesn't normally win them. I'm feeling good about this one, Ryan. I mean, it's Big Dollar Jim, one of the most despised men in SNT. Neckbreaker already. Jim's got stuff to prove tonight. He's not just about being part of a team or joining a community. He wants to prove... Oh, Thes Press! He wants to prove that he can take on someone on his own. You know, Ryan, I don't think that Jim joining the Gate Crashers was anything to do with wanting to belong or being a part of community. I think it's because he pissed off Insidious Sterling and is looking for security. You know, that could equally be a valid reason. 3 men are always going to be more powerful than 1. Even if you have a man as powerful as Insidious Sterling, the numbers game always helps. Now Jim continuing to work on Reviews. Double axe handle to the back. And stomping around on the base of his spine. And now Jim going out to the middle row, probably going for a senton. These are both 2 incredibly large men. Jim's got the height, Angus has got the headbutt. I mean, he's got a fairly large head. I imagine he has a hard time finding hats that fit him. You do not know the half of it, Ryan. Now Reviews, counting with an arm drag, face first in the mat for Jim. Now Gus Reviews. Oh, shoulder barge from Jim. Jim just shoving him down for the pin. That's not even a 1 count there. I mean, what do you expect from someone like Jim? He's not going to care about strategy for the most part. He just wants to be vicious and get pinfalls and victories. Doesn't care how he do it. Now the surfboard stretch has been applied. Reviews knee directly drilling into the spine of BD Jim. BD Jim? Yeah, BD initials, big dollar. I don't know. I mean, the guy's part of a tag team now. He's trying to move on bigger and better things. I don't know if you can really go around to calling yourself Big Dollar anymore. Well, I mean, your cousin's last name is his profession. I'm just going for the clothesline there. Jim ducking it. Irish whip, and Jim is going big boot. Oh, nice reversal from Reviews into a DDT. Now Gus Reviews going for the pin. Hooking the incredibly long legs of Jim. Kick out too. Reviews standing over Jim, and he's going to try and wrench the shoulder out. I vote that he rips the shoulder off and beats Jim over the head with it. I think that would be pretty cool. Beats him with the shoulder or the entire arm? I mean, the entire arm probably look cooler, but I'm interested to see what it looks like to beat a man with his own shoulder. And only his shoulder. Now Jim going for a running bulldog. Lights out for Reviews. I don't think it's lights out quite yet, but here it comes. Now it's lights out. And the fist drop just knocking the wind out of Reviews. I think normally when you get the wind knocked out of you, it's getting hit in the stomach. He got hit in the face there. That probably just knocked the sense out of him. I mean, where do you think he stores the wind? In his head? Are you calling your cousin an airhead? I don't know, but he reversed something there. And a spear! Pulling that out of his back pocket, a spear right to Big Dollar Jim. Might be looking at, oh, so close there, Angus. I thought he was getting his second victory here in SNT. He's gonna get that second victory sometime, and you're gonna freaking respect it. I'll respect it when I see it. Gus now taunting Senton right on the crotch of Jim. That doesn't seem very nice, does it? I mean, he's won titles using a low blow. If anyone doesn't care about playing fair, it's going to be Jim. The only reason he plays fair if it's in his favor. Fair point there. I think Reviews is the kind of guy that likes to play on the same playing field. That chop across the chest, Jim into the corner. And Reviews, oh, big boot to the face. And there's a clothesline, Reviews face first, looking down at the canvas. And Jim just stomping on the thigh. Just trying to work the leg. He's gripping the neck. And just like Reviews is doing the shoulder on him earlier, Reviews is going for the neck. Oh, felt that one. Arguably a more painful situation. Reviews just... Jim is not making this easy for my cousin, is he? I would say not, Angus. Now there's the gorilla press. And onto a power slam. I'll have to admit, I gotta admire the strength of Big Dollar Jim lifting up Reviews like that. Arms straight in the air, and this could be enough to put him away. Kick out. Oh my god, like 2.8, 2.9. I just got decimals for that pin there. Reviews looking groggy. Jim's got something malicious up his sleeve. Unfortunately, I think sleeve is the wrong thing. I think it's up his boot! Discus big boots. Lights out for Gus Reviews. He's prancing around like he's dancing through a field of daisies, and then boom, a kick! Right out of nowhere, and then Jim going for the pin. The rest going for the count. Come on, Gus, you can kick out of this. He's not able to kick out of that one, I guess. Well, I guess Tommy Prime got what he wanted. Big Dollar Jim did prove himself here tonight in Lansing. East Lansing, Ryan. Well, unfortunately for your cousin, I guess, Reviews still wasn't able to pick up a win. I know. And Tommy Prime got his wish. Looks like Jim's going to be an official gate crasher now. That fist drop there was brutal. Admittedly, though, look at this highlight reel Big Dollar Jim's putting on right now. Power slam, the fist drop, and that discus big boots. I mean, Jim's a good wrestler. He's just the living definition of scum. You said that kind of weird, didn't you? I wasn't sure if I wanted to say slime or scum. Both are applicable for that son of a bitch. You really don't like Big Dollar Jim, do you? Why would I like a guy that cheats and lies and uses dirty tactics to win? And I think we're going to see something a little more arrogant here, living up to the dollar part of his name. What's he going to do now? Probably something stupid and degrading. Oh, come on, Jim. Don't do... Oh, Jim! I mean, I think he thinks he can get away with it now. He's a tag team champion. He can do what he wants. That's no freaking excuse for behavior like that, Ryan. Whoa. Who turned out the lights? I don't know, but... Who's that? There's someone... I can't see him. Oh my god! Insidious Sterling just out of nowhere! The choke slam! The choke slam to Big Dollar Jim! Sterling has come back for revenge!
The GPW era has begun.
The face who runs the place.
I am the best thing going today.
Rest in peace.
The future is standing in front of you.
Holy crap, Ryan. I've never wanted to come back from a commercial break more quickly than that. He's gone now, but Insidious Sterling showed up out of nowhere. He just chokeslammed Big Dollar Jim. The chokeslam is Gus Review's move. What the hell's going on? Well, we haven't seen Insidious Sterling for about 3 weeks now, ever since Big Dollar Jim cost him his title. I think Sterling's been plotting his revenge. I think he was waiting for the time to strike when Jim wasn't surrounded by the gatecrashers. I think you're right there, Ryan, but my God! Jim better watch the words I can't say on this show out. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you catch your breath there. Before we go on to the tag team match, we would like to thank band 1551 for their song Break the Mold, the official theme song for Saturday Night Thunder. Right, okay, let me... Oh, I caught my breath now. It's now time for some tag team action between Doom and Demise and the Morris Brothers, aka the Wolfpack. Your call earlier tonight, Doom and Demise's manager, Sister Thorne, picked up a victory in her Fatal 4-Way match. She'll be going on, possibly to Total Domination. In this match right now, it's also for a potential shot at the tag titles at Total Domination. In a perfect world, maybe an imperfect world, Doom and Demise and Sister Thorne will all hold championships. Can you imagine that? These three all holding gold. I mean, we don't really have gold in SNT, it's more like there's some green and a bit of silver. It's probably the best you'll get. You know what I mean, gold's an expression. Either way, Doom and Demise had a shot at the tag titles before. Well, a chance to compete against Ecstatic. But Brother Doom, maybe it's Demise, they're very similar, disqualified himself after attacking Ecstatic with a steel chair mid-match. That's a pretty big no-no when it comes to tag teams. Unless it's Extreme Rules, which are always pretty fun. That they are, Ryan, that they are. And here they are, the Wolfpack, the Morris Brothers. Ethan Morris on the left, James Morris on the right. These two grew up watching wrestling. They grew up competing together. You know, it's basically like what would happen with, I think Alex Nova and Jay Ross, but Jay Ross wasn't a backstabbing son of a bitch. Harsh, but fair, I suppose. Either way, this is the debut for the Wolfpack here in SNT. The winner of this match here tonight will go on to face the winners of next week's tag match. And then the winner of that match will go on to Total Domination to face the Gatecrashers. We can go ahead and announce who will be competing next week. It will be the Commonwealth, a team of Aaron Albright and Jason Taylor, against another brand new debut in SNT, the Babe Watch. Interesting name. Either way, that's not the focus right now. Right now is the Wolfpack against Doom and Demise. And one of these two teams could easily be going to Total Domination. We could be looking at our future champions right here, right now. Always a distinct possibility. Doom and Morris starting things off. Well, I mean, they're both Morris. Is it Ethan or James? That's Ethan. Ethan is the younger, smaller brother. Oh, okay. James already getting in this fight. There goes Ethan. Bit of help there from his brother, already going for the pin. Bit of a cocky move. James Morris's first move he does in SNT is a pin. I mean, if it works for you, it didn't really work, but nice try, I suppose. Brother Doom looks like he's finally found a match for himself. There we go, a spear into the corner. Demise jumping down, Sister Thorne looking on. This is the third match for Doom and Demise. Their first being against the Meat Wave, second against Ecstatic, both of whom they were pretty much dominating. Alright, you are, Angus. Doom and Demise have proven a strong force in SNT so far. Their main problem is that they get hot-headed and try to cheat behind the ref's back, thanks to Sister Thorn. Yep, they got caught that second time. Ref caught that chair, disqualified them, and that got Ecstatic into London Blitz. Now Brother Demise, big boot to the face of James Morris. So, question, Ryan, are Doom and Demise actually brothers? I mean, we know James and Ethan are. And is Sister Thorn actually their sister? From my understanding, Angus, Doom and Demise are in fact brothers. Sister Thorn is not their actual sister. They kind of adopted her and became this demented, twisted family. Ethan Morris going for the straight jacket. Suplex. Down goes Brother Demise. Doom and Demise look incredibly similar. I thought they were twins when I first saw them. Look, Ethan and James definitely look a lot different. You can tell that James is the older brother. And I thought Doom was going for a power slam there. Ethan reversing it. And a kick to the back of Demise. Now he's got the armbar locked in. Gonna try and make Brother Demise sap right here, right now. Doesn't look like it's gonna be too effective too early on in the match. They can still try and get some good defense in there. Oh! Vicious blows to the head of Morris. Now Demise got him up, side slam. Ethan Morris in quite a bit of pain there. The leg drop to boots. I don't know if the boot got him. The leg definitely did that. The repeated blows to the skull. Brother Demise has found the spot he wants to work on. He is going to continue to devour, demolish, destroy, continue to beat the ever-living crap out of his head. That axe angle just barely caught him. I think it was a bit too far to his range. Brother Demise dropkick to the face. We should probably have a doctor on standby backstage. Brother Doom. Looking on with spine buster from Demise. He's going into the color. Morris has got to be able, not even a 1 count. That kid's got some good resiliency on him. We'll see if it's enough to get them a spot of Total Domination. You know, I'm actually a little surprised that Sister Thorn hasn't tried to interfere as much as she normally does in these matches. I would say more concerned than surprised, but why do you say that, Angus? Well, I mean, Sister Thorn is going to be, well, potentially in Total Domination. I'm sure she wanted to get her partners in there as well. Oh, this ain't gonna end well for Morris. There's the repeated chest stomps from Demise. James is just watching onward, and now here comes Brother Doom. Doing the exact same thing, and now Demise has tagged himself back in. This is just a train wreck for that poor man's chest right there. If there's any hope of the Morris brothers winning this match, oh! The dropkick to the chest. If there's any hope of the Morris brothers winning this match, Ethan has got to tag in James as soon as he can. Let's go for the pin, but James breaks it up. Oh, and Ethan back to his feet already. It's not enough, though. Doom going Irish whip into the corner, but Ethan fighting out of it. And there's the kick. Now with the Irish whip off the rope, drop kick. Both men back to the feet, another drop kick. Back to the feet once again. And he's got the neck breaker. Ethan Morris is fired up. This kid is like a bottle rocket ready to blow. Oh, I guess the bottle rocket needs to refuel. James Morris is back into the fight. The back body drop from Brother Doom. Now James rolling on the outside. Looks like Doom and Demise are ruling this matchup right now. And Sister Thorn trying to get in there, trying to get inside James's head. I think the ref is trying to stop this match here. James taunting him. Probably not a smart move there, James. Oh, it doesn't really matter though. There's the barge. Now it's time for the Morris brothers to get back on top. And there's the gut wrench suplex. Here it comes. Boom. Lovely display there. Now Sister Thorn trying to distract James. It appeared like it worked. Going for a facebuster. James fighting out of it. Going with the arm drag. And now James is taunting. I don't think he's taunting right. I think he's setting up for something bigger. And here comes a spear! Morris with a spear to Demise. A pretty brutal one at that. He's got the hook of the leg. Now Ethan and Doom into the match. Demise kicking out. These two getting back into their corners. Now there's the Irish whip. I think it's time for Ethan to get a little action in. And Demise is having none of that nonsense. And here we go once again for a power slam. Demise getting in the corner. Oh, here are the tactics we're used to. There's the chair. There's the turnbuckle pad gone, and a big punch from Morris. Oh, and I don't think he's going to let any of that nonsense stop him. He's going for the power bomb. Right in the corner. I think he caught his head on the top turnbuckle there. Now it's time for a senton. Oh, missing that. I think it was more a swanton bomb, actually. Now Demise heading back in the corner. Time to get Brother Doom back into this. And now Ethan is back in as well. And Doom throwing Ethan in the corner. Ref getting that chair out of here for good measure. Ethan kicking out of that and on the top rope, perfectly poised for a missile drop kick. And now Ethan is trying to wake up Brother Doom. I think he's got something in mind here. And there's the high knee. Brother Demise getting in the fight. Sister Thorn distracting the referee. Now a springboard, but there goes Doom. Oh, this has all gone to chaos right now. Over the top rope, down goes Ethan. James back to the top. Brother Doom stepping back out and taunting. James Morris taunting too soon. Flying over Ethan. Brother Doom smacking his head on the top of the barricade. Ethan and James on the outside. Time to get Doom back in there. Ethan and Doom are the legal men. A springboard crossbody. He got something up. I don't know. Ethan didn't seem to take that one too well, but he's back to his feet, and Doom is still down. So there's something there. I think he hurt his chest kind of bad there. James Morris is back in this fight. Brother Doom back to his feet. Blocking the move there. And here it goes. Oh, lovely suplex slam. Brother Doom stomping on the hands. If it hurts to make a fist, it's going to hurt to punch, Angus. I don't blame him there. The thing with Ethan is that he doesn't just do stuff with his hands. He likes to kick. He likes to spear. It's not about the punches with James. I thought you just said Ethan. Maybe I did. I'm confused. I don't know. Either way, James is fired up for this one. Brother Doom getting back in the Irish whip. Doom off the rope, and then there's the spear from James into the cover. And Ethan goes in. He's going around. And there's the pin. An extraordinarily good debut for the Wolfpack here in SNT. The Morris brothers will be going on to face either Babe Watch or the Commonwealth in 2 weeks' time. And then the winner of that is going on to face the Gate Crashers for the Tag Team Championships. And a great reversal there. Some of the Irish whip and then turning it into a spear. A lovely display from James Morris. You got a spear for Doom, you got a spear for Demise. And now these two brothers have made their mark on SNT. And hopefully they're going to make a bigger mark. These guys are good. I want them to win the tag titles, if no one else does. We'll find out soon, Ryan. We'll find out soon. Alright folks, it's time for our main event, but first, we have an official press release from Caitlin Rose to explain her actions at London Blitz. To summarize, the reason why Caitlin left Kitty Garcia at ringside when Roxanne attacked her is because she knew she was already hurt and went to go get the doctors. The reason she's not here tonight to explain this is she's currently at bedside with Kitty. Garcia will also be out for 6 to 8 months with a ruptured disc, but Caitlin Rose has assured us that she will be here next week in the Women's Fatal 4-Way match. check out the official SNT Twitter at SNT Wrestling to see the full press release. And, in general, maybe, just keep an eye out at SNT on Twitter. We post information about matches, upcoming shows. We'll retweet actual wrestlers, interact with fans, and all that good stuff. But right now, it is time for our main events. A premier title match between Cal Valin and Jay Ross. And right now comes out the challenger, Maverick Cal Valin, also on Twitter. Remember that Valin got this match when he and Gus Reviews competed in a handicap match against Tyrannosaurus. In order to get someone to actually compete in that match, Bert had to put something on the line and offer these two guys matches whenever they wanted. In actuality, Cal could have actually just ambushed Jay Ross and said, "I want my title now." Or maybe, after Ross had a match, and just come out after he's beaten down and do the title. Basically, from my understanding of this, is it works just like Money in the Bank in WWE. That's a pretty good way to look at it, Ryan. I mean, Gus Reviews could come out after this match and challenge Jay Ross for his title. I don't know if it'll happen, but it could. Jay has definitely made a name for himself in SMT so far, but it's not necessarily the best connections with his name. Yeah, I mean, when you attack your own brother, it says a lot about you as a person, doesn't it? Especially when you attack your brother over a title. Alex specifically said that he wasn't going to turn his back on him because of a championship. I think in Ross's mind, it was just a matter of time before one of them betrayed the other. You might as well get it over and done with. That's a really negative way to look at it, Angus, but unfortunately I think you're right. I don't want to be right about it, Ryan, but got a feeling about him. Valin is fired up and ready to go. Ross taking his sweet time getting out here. I think he's more trying to play some mind games, maybe psych him out, but I think if anything, he's just, I'm the champion, you wait for me. This is going to be Ross's first official title defense since winning that title there at London Blitz. We'll see how he fares, Ryan. I mean, he may have won the title in an unfair manner, but he did get a pinfall over Cal Valin. Didn't pin Ezekiel Gates, Alex Nova's out of the equation. Jay Ross beat Cal Valin. I think that's getting that motivation even fired up in Valin's belly even more. He wants that title. This is about honor right now. That title represents a lot to both of these men. And there he is, the bloody champion, as he called himself. I think that's pretty fair to say. After he won the match, his face was drenched in his own blood. The S&T fans here in Michigan are not a fan of Jay Ross. I think if there's anyone they like less than Big Dollar Jim, it's the Premier Champion. Well, either way, it's a title match right here, right now. Cal Valin versus Jay Ross. And Cal Valin wants to get his title back. Jay Ross starting things off with the punches to the face of the Maverick. He's scooting back. And Cal Valin, the super. What the hell? Who the hell is that? I don't know. Who let this guy in here? Who's this? I don't know, but he's in Jay Ross's corner. Some tattoo. What? I've never seen this guy before in my life, Angus. I'm trying to read what his singlet says. Tank. What is Tank doing out here? He's in Ross's corner. He hasn't really done anything, but I think he's out here supporting Ross. Oh! Power slam there from Cal Valin. I don't know, Ryan, but he hasn't really done any. Oh my goodness, on the outside. He hasn't done anything, but I don't know. I don't trust that guy. We'll see what comes of this, Angus, but I'm not trusting him either. He hasn't interfered, but that doesn't mean he's not going to. Enough of that. This match is going way up on the ramp. And Valin seems to be the one keeping it out there. I mean, he knows that championship can't change hands on a countout, right? He can win the match, but he will not gain the championship if he wins by a countout. He's got to get back in the ring. A crossbody from... Oh my goodness! The brutality of Jay Ross. He is not happy about this. And Ross going back in the ring. And getting back out. He got in the ring just to break up the pin. Now he's talking with Tank over there. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh! Elbow to the face and a crossbody. Once again with the flurry of blows from Jay Ross. I don't know what Tank told him, but something in there fired Ross up. He is... Oh, arm drag on the outside. Tank just watching by. Being rather controlled in all this. I mean, he's... looks like he wants to get in there and cause Valen some problems. I mean... I'm not going to judge a book by his cover, but, I mean, he looks like one tough SOB. Let's say FOB, weren't you? I don't even know what an FOB is. There's the reversal there from Jay Ross. Now back into the ring. I think Ross does want to win this fairly, but he hired some backup in case things go south. I don't know how fair it's going to be now considering that the turnbuckle pad's been removed and a neck breaker from the Maverick. And Cal Valen now going to the outside. Oh, we've seen this before. He used this on Jason Taylor. There's the forearm. Oh! Reverse into an elbow. It didn't take him down like wanted, but there's a DDT to boot. I think the reversal there more threw Valen off his game, but he's still in this. Hook of the leg. And Jay Ross, kick out 2. Match continues. He is still the champion. Cal Valen with a kick to the back. Valen is not taking too kindly to the fact that someone else is out here. He is on fire. He is aggressive tonight. Valen's always been pretty aggressive. We've seen that ever since his debut against Jason Taylor. Now with a gator roll, the headlock locked in. I mean, if you're using a headlock, you're going to lock something in, I guess. The aggressive display there by Valen. Looks like he's going to go for the pin again. And there's the kick out 2 once again. Tank sitting idly by. I think he feels fairly confident with Jay Ross's abilities. It appears to be that way, Angus. Maybe this is some sort of weird, the power was in you the whole time kind of thing. I don't think so. I think Ross has him out here in case things go south. Looks like things are about to go south very quickly, and there's the forearm. It connected that time. Cal Valen. He's not going for the pin. Oh! There goes Ross. I think Valen wanted to go for the headshot instead. Oh, but that could have just cost Cal Valen severely. Should have gone for the pin. Time to eat a super kick to the face. Dinner is served into size 12 boots. Count to 3 ref. Oh, Cal Valen with the kickouts. Look at the face of Jay Ross there. Almost, I think he was screaming at the ref. He's not happy about this situation, and Maverick getting back to his feet. Jay Ross with the blows. Now here comes the Irish whip reversal. Oh, and there goes Tank. He's finally getting involved. And there you go, caught the foot of the Maverick, and Ross taking advantage. I think he's about to take even more advantage now. Cal Valen is down. He's dazed. And Jay Ross is not wanting to give up his title anytime soon. We've seen this before. There's the pile driver. He used that to beat Hetfield in his debut. I don't know if he has a name for it, but my God, that is a doozy right there. Dropping Cal Valen directly on the top of his skull and Tank cheering him on. And Jay Ross has got the hook of the leg. Is that 2 count? 3 counts. Jay Ross holds on to his title thanks to the assist from Tank. Oh, Cal is not going to be happy about that one. This is supposed to be a fair one-on-one fight. That was his rematch. I don't think anything's going to be fair when it involves Jay Ross, but that pile driver was brutal. I'm actually a little more surprised that Tank didn't get more involved in the matchup. Ryan, there's no way I'm trusting Tank. The fact he did so little, I don't know why. This is really odd. I mean, all I can think of is that he's out here in case something does go wrong. And knowing Jay Ross, trouble is never far behind when he's around. Speaking of trouble, what exactly is going to be happening with the premier title, Total Domination? I don't know, Ryan. We can talk to Bert. Maybe he'll say something next week. I think we just gotta wait and see until at least next week to find out what he's gotta say. Maybe it'll be something on the Twitter. I don't know, Angus, but that look in Ross's eye, I don't trust it at all. Oh, come on, don't do this, Ross. Not on the outside. That's gonna freaking break his neck. No, Ross! And that's lights out for the Maverick. With that, good night, folks. We'll see you next week, and Ross better be ready to answer for what he just did.
Tuition, you could see the man that you were always meant to be. Praying that they'll be. They're too scared to ever let you be. To set a bar and never grow. Envision dreams you'll never know unless you dedicate your life to show that you exist. I'll break